Hello, good evening. My name is Eridella Bainom, SNP student at UNLV. I'm doing this continuous quality improvement project for nursing 711. So let me proceed to the next slide. Let's start with what is CQI or continuous quality improvement. It is a system. It means there's already a process ongoing, and we're looking for an area that needs improvement. So we are identifying um, customer needs in business aspect, reducing variation in process and minimizing inspection, and aims to find area that needs improvement to promote productivity and in healthcare as patient safety. And yes, application, it could be in this project, I'm applying the concept personally, and then I will reflect in business or in an organization. And to do CQI, we need a tool or a method. So the most tested and popular one is the PDSA, or Plan, Do, Study, Act method. It's a method to develop, test, analyze, and implement change. And the next slide is, yes, we will define further what is PDSA. Again, as I've mentioned, a lot of organizations are using this, so including AHRQ. And this is a method, AHRQ define PDSA as a method used extensively by teams within organization to test the effects of small changes for improvement before disseminating those changes throughout an organization. So aside from we are making improvements within the organization, we can also, another reason for this is to share, especially if the project is successful, to share our knowledge. So hopefully it can help the in the industry. Okay, next slide. So in order to do this, there are steps to follow. So to make it smooth and successful. So first, we need to have a goal. So in this stage, we analyze the cause of all the problem. So there are many ways or tools you can use that too, and I use a fishbone diagram. So this will be explained later on, further down. And second, we need a team member. So we cannot do it alone. So we need some help from for personal aspects. I'm using. I mean, I've used my friend or family members or neighbors. But you can use friends, family, and in business aspect, mostly there are team leaders or supervisors or anyone who are committed or vested to supporting the goal of the change project. So, and in order to do this, we need to look at how we're gonna do it. We need to analyze. We need analyze. We need a process map. So the flow, how is the work workflow is going to happen. So I use in my personal project is I use the flow chart. So like basically first where do we begin, then second step. So for me, my goal was to establish 180 at least to establish a routine a resistant exercise at least 180 minutes weekly. So for me, I question like what day can I do that? So and in what time? So that's like the flow. So we can it's systematic and smooth. And the next slide is there goes the fishbone diagram. So in this area, this we dive deeply. Like there are like what are factors, equipments that could impact well with our goal, our project. So it's determined here. And next one is we need to have a specific aim. So it has to be the mnemonic is SMART, or means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Yeah, so it gotta be specific and measurable. Like there is a time, like we need to measure it, be able to measure it. So and we have to be realistic. So if it's achievable, attainable. So for me, my personal, I believe I can do it by removing some unnecessary activities. So next is processes, measures, and yes, we need to record it. So for me, I use calendar and I time every time I start and finish with my exercise. So if I to measure if I able to, I'm tracking if I'm reaching my goal to 180 minutes weekly, and change idea. So we can always change idea along the way. We see something's wrong and we amend the process. So there's always room for things. And there you go, the PDSA. So we're gonna integrate the CQI steps into the PDSA cycle. So again, we define here the PDSA act as a systematic approach of change for improvement, which means each phase has its own distinct function. They're relevant to happen, which result to improvement in quality. And let's start with the plan. This when the issue is identified and correction is formulated, and also the process of change is being analyzed. So to make a change. So for me, I had a hard time doing the establishing the resistance training since school starts. So see my fishbone for further details. So and next is do. Do is this is typically done on the trial or pilot basis to measure pre and post implementation of the intervention. So they for improvement to determine the preliminary impact. So in the first week, I did, but I could not focus it because I was listening music, so I could not focus. It was interrupting me because I would think of dancing instead of resistance training. So in the study, that's when I studied what could I do this, aside from I could not focus, I could not reach 145 minutes, I got distracted. So I analyzed, and that what should I do? So, and because I did not meet my goal, so I tested removing the music, so I was able to focus. I was able to focus, and I acted it and implement the change. I keep exercising without music, and I was more focused again, and I was satisfied the quality and the quantity, and actually I was able to do more. So the result, here are the result. My first week and then second weeks I was improving, and the third week I was 200, it goes up and down, but my average is 245 minutes weekly. This makes me very happy. And then my reflection is, um, yes, my personal secure project was successful. I learned the concepts, and it is applicable to business or larger scale or in the organization. Like, yeah, by the time I'm working in an organization, I could certainly apply the concept. So because PDS is process systematic, easy to follow, and results are easy to analyze. So, and here are my references, and I hope you guys enjoy or learning. I hope you guys learned something from my presentation. Thank you. Bye bye.